I'm pretty happy with how this is starting to look. This is leveling off pretty well. I have not added any dirt in here. It's more of a shallower slope and it gets a little steeper as you come around here. I think we're going to be able to put some sod down here. I might want to work my way up a little farther, try to get a good tie-in. Where I've been working stops right here. The old edge of the workspace stops right here. So it'd kind of be nice to have a little tie-in spot there for the sod so it'll be nice and level. I may take one path up here, just kind of go straight, and one more path here. I'm pretty happy with that. So I think I had a time-lapse file get corrupted. I had it up there looking down here at what I was doing. You probably wouldn't have been able to see very well anyway, but I've been working to get this sloping away from the patio. So it's going to meet right here, and this is going to be the low point somewhere right in there. It was tough because it was all kind of sloping towards the patio. So basically what I did is I took the tractor, had it up here on the hill, the bucket down here, and I stuck the bucket in and back dragged and tried to make a low spot that I could get my wheels in that would then tilt the tractor this way so that I could make the slope the correct direction. It would definitely be helpful if I had side-to-side tilt on my 3-point hitch, which I know you can manually go in there with a wrench and try to do that. It just takes a long time. This still needs to be brought down a little bit so that the level of my paving stones, did I mention that I want to put paving stones over here, will match up with the top of the slab. Over here, I was working on using the bucket to cut in a nice edge up here so that the turf will not be on top of the old ground level, so it'll blend in a little bit better. But I've also noticed a couple spots in here. See, I need to make sure there's dirt here, that I'm not down on sandstone or anything. All right, well, I've only got just a few minutes, so let's hop to it. Okay, so quick update. We're doing pretty good getting dirt down around the patio. Pretty happy with this. Still trying to figure out how the drainage is going to work because I realized I wanted the patio sloped away this way so water would run off and not run into the house, at least over here. But I didn't think it would make sense to do it all the way around because the hillside is really coming in steep here. I was going to let it slope this way here, but I realized that there's going to be a little low spot right here because that slab there is kind of drooping. I'd have a puddle there. I don't know if I can totally mitigate that. One solution would be to have everything sloped that way. There's just not a lot of drop that way though. Looks like some bedrock we exposed there that I thought was concrete, and we're gonna have to try to dig it out with the backhoe and then add dirt back in because that's easier for me than to try to raise the level back up. Hopefully we broke up enough here that grass will grow once we get leveled out again. It was kind of fun using the backhoe. I'm not really good enough with the backhoe to load this thing effectively. So I'm probably just going to use the shovel to try to throw this stuff into the loader bucket. We'll see how it goes. I feel like I need to do a little more ripping with the backhoe, probably at least over here a little bit. I don't want to get caught and carried away spending too much time on this, but also I want the sod to, have a decent chance. I think we're just finding more and more hard pan there. So we gotta peel back the topsoil that's here and rip down further. I think I'm gonna swap over to the box blade. I think it'll be a little easier than using the backhoe. I think the rake makes someone who doesn't know what they're doing look better. Like a rake can give you fairly good results just because it's slightly flexible. But a box blade will probably give better results in the rake if you know what you're doing, which I don't know if I'm there yet. But well, guess what? We got rain again. It actually doesn't look that bad. So as you recall, the last thing I was working on was trying to rip up some of the hard pan over here. It's mostly covered up now. I don't know. I feel like this isn't gonna be that hard to fix up, but I'm gonna definitely try to be bringing in dirt, so I need to pull the weeds off. I'm gonna go ahead and try to fire up the tractor and see if this is dry enough to work with. If it's too wet, we're gonna have issues, but we're running out of time. This project keeps dragging on, keeps getting pushed on. Work on it gets rained on, or it's too hot to lay the sod, and it's just been a little bit of a pain. But that's the way things are sometimes. I'd really just like to get it done, even if it's not perfectly. Just get it done so we can mark it off the list. It'll be behind us. Even if I try really hard, I'm probably still gonna make mistakes. It's time, and if I can't get this done within the next few days, like this is a Thursday, if I can't get this wrapped up probably by Monday or so, then we're probably not going to get it done this year, because we've got a trip coming up. We'll be out of town for a while. Then it's going to be getting cold. It is what it is. Let's get rolling. All right, let's go see how soft it is. All right, well, here we have a load of patio tiles, or stepping stones, or whatever people call them. And the poor truck is squatted down a little bit. I can actually back it into the carport probably, and we'll be like right next to where we need to lay them anyway, so there's probably not a whole lot of point in using the backhoe to move the pallet. Well, it's finally happening. We are supposed to go pick up some sod right now, so hopefully this is in good enough condition now, and hopefully things work out smoothly to go get the sod. I gotta run. I'm trying to air up some tires on the truck because I know it's gonna be a pretty heavy load. How much I can do about it. The trailer is gonna need some air also, and I've got to go. I'm hoping to put one pallet in the truck and one pallet in the trailer.
We could be in for a fun day, folks.
I'm a little nervous. All right, take a deep breath and let's go. That might be my 2 pallets of sod right there. There's a guy over there on a forklift. I think my camera stopped there. He did a fantastic job loading it. We are on our bump stops. I'm bummed out I just missed that. That lift is amazing. I'm gonna have to hitch up the trailer now. We're on our bump stops, that's not good. You think that's far enough forward on there?
Yeah, I just think trying to put it in the center of your trailer. I can go a little more if you want me to.
Yeah.
I don't want to do too much nose forward. If that makes
Right. I'd like it to be right about balanced on there. That's plenty. Yeah. That'll be fine. I'm on my bump stops.
Yeah.
I hope it'll be okay.
Yeah, you should be all right. As long as you just raise that little thing in the front a little bit.
Right.
I think you'll ride just
Yeah.
fine.
You're really good with that forklift. I need you back home to unload it.
I practiced this a lot. I'll
Yeah.
tell you that much. So.
All right. Got all the sod loaded up. We are sitting low on the bump stops. I'm glad I put some air in the tires. Got strapped down. I think he was saying I'd probably be fine without strapping it if I just pulled off these two side ones. So they're the ones that normally want to fall off. We will take it low and easy, slow and easy, and try to be careful on stops. Let's see if we can get home safe and sound. Wow, this thing feels really squishy. It's kind of fun making this truck actually work. It's had an easy life since I bought it. It's hauling a few mowers. So this weight is actually probably pretty comparable to everything I took to the scrap metal place combined. I think that was altogether about 4,000 pounds. This is probably getting close to 4,000. All right, let's go take a look and see how the trailer is handling in truck. Looks good. Nothing seems to be moving around too much. Am I indeed still on my bump stops? Yeah, we're on our bump stops. Okay. Tires are a little warm. I feel my front tire for reference. Not quite as warm. Let's get on home. And we gotta go make a game plan. I guess I will probably bring my dad's tractor around here. There ain't no way my Terramite's gonna be picking up those pallets unless they're half empty. Unload them by hand into the front end loader and take it around and drop them down. Glad we made it home safe and sound though. So we're supposed to stagger the rolls. So I will probably start one here, then kind of stair step my way up this way. Just not quite sure if I want to lay sod where I may put a patio. That should be enough. All right, here begins the journey. First roll of sod. Ugh. Okay, this is gonna get heavy. Okay. Oh wow. That looks nice. That'll be perfect right there. That was really satisfying to see that first row get laid down. Let's see if we can do the rest. This may take a while. I'm noticing that you notice every uneven spot when you walk on this, but you can only get it so perfect. I think that's okay. I'm gonna need to keep my back safe because it's gonna be a lot of lifting. That was just not even a full layer off of the pallet. Whew, let's keep at it. Of course, now I start double thinking how I might grade and if that lip there is gonna catch water. I think I really should just not overthink it. All right, I don't know how much you can see out here, but we have laid the first pallet's worth of sod. Starting to go up the hill there on the far side. It's looking pretty good. We need a few more courses up towards the top over here, but I'm more concerned about getting through the corner over there where a lot of the erosion occurs. This is looking really good. I'm pretty happy with the coverage from one pallet here. Next course of action is to start unloading the second pallet, which means I'm gonna have to unhook the trailer. I'm thinking about actually trying to drive the truck up here instead. I don't know if that's gonna be bad for it, too much frame flex. I'm just trying to think what would be quickest, since right now I'm double handling everything. I'm unloading it into the bucket of the tractor, and then I'm unloading it out of the bucket of the tractor. I have my transit times back and forth. Like if I could just drive the truck over here, that would save a lot of time. But I also don't want to ruin the frame on my truck. It is currently 8:13, so I've been out here a little less than 2 hours. It'd be nice to finish by 10 o'clock. That is where we are at. Can we safely move the truck up here without damaging it? All right, well, I finally finished for the night. I don't even know how late it is. My phone is close to dying. Let's see what time it is. It's 12:28 in the morning. October 1st now. So my flashlight died. My rechargeable work light was close to giving out when I finished up. So starting to run out of light. That, and I was working back in the darker area alongside the house, not where the outdoor light shines very well. I'm pretty tired, and it'll be fun to look at in the morning and see what it looks like. Driving the truck around I think really helped, but I just kind of entered into that never land. I don't know what you call it, where you just kind of keep plodding along and you're getting stuff done really slowly, but you just kind of keep going and it just keeps getting later. Kind of reminds me of being in school back in the days. So I'm gonna go inside, take a shower, and hopefully we'll catch up tomorrow and show you what it looks like. Good night, I'm tired. All right, it is after 4 o'clock the next day. As you can see, I'm not in my work clothes. I haven't really messed with this today. I've watered it a few times and the sod is looking great. I didn't get to bed till 2 a.m. last night, so I was kind of pretty beat today. So not really trying to do this kind of stuff today, but it's looking really good. I watered it late last night. I went inside, showered up, and then I remembered, oh yeah, maybe I should water it. And so then that's why I was up till like 2 in the morning. I definitely think we could use more. I don't know if that's gonna happen or not due to cost and timing and availability and things we've got going on. It would be nice to fill in more here along the top side and a little more out here. I figure I spent probably around a couple hours for the first pallet, and then the last pallet was like 3.5 hours maybe. My lights were going out, I couldn't see very well. I was really tired. If you just threw this down there, you could do it a lot faster. Those guys that I talked to, I think they can do like 10 pallets in a morning. They probably do 20 pallets in a day. But they were literally just like dropping on the ground, kicking it out. I'm like getting on my knees, trying to make sure everything is all fitted up in there, keeping my lines perfectly straight. All that to say, it's not the hardest thing in the world to lay sod. You can lay sod as well if you have a good supplier near you. Yeah, I'm just so glad to get something down here. But it looks great. All right, well, it's been over a week now and I've been watering this grass about every day, once or twice a day, and it's doing good, I think. I mean, it's not super green, but it's also pretty late in the year, so I'm not expecting it to be super green, I guess. But the grass seems to be taking root pretty well. If I grab it and try to pull up, it's not really pulling up for the most part. I think it's doing what it needs to do. It's taking root, it's growing. It'll probably be a while before it actually looks like a uniform piece of turf without all the seams in it, but this looks a lot better than bare dirt. So as always, thank you so much for watching Garage Story, and get out there, go get something done, but stay safe and let's keep making stories. We'll catch you all in the next one. So glad we got this done. That feels nice. Actually, it's a little prickly. Let's not fall asleep.